Hi and welcome. I'm just going to show you a quick trick on using Photoshop images in InDesign and how you can just be more efficient in InDesign with just using like multiple Photoshop images. Now let's take this shot here of this student with the camera, and then what I've got also is I got him cropped out. But then with the exact, this is what I took it from. Okay, here's a old picture here with the lights here, and then we've got and so with the background in, but the picture has the exact same dimensions, and he is cropped out. Okay, there it is. There it is. Two separate files. So if I go back to InDesign now, and this is where we're at, and this is pretty close to where we're going to be with our picture. And actually, maybe it'll be easier if I just show you on a separate page here. I'll just copy it. Let's just go up here. I'm going to paste that in. Okay, so I see that this guy right here has the dimensions. If I can, let's just has 0.375 from the right by 1 from the top, 0.04. And just to make my life easier, I'm just going to round that up. And it's 7.3, 9.34. If I click on the box on the inside, I see that the dimensions on it are like minus 0.32 by minus 2.5272. Okay, it's at 100%. Now, and so, and that's where its orientation within the bounding box. So it kind of is bigger and it's overlapping the outside of the bounding box. If I were to now duplicate, or now import, Control D, that background picture. All right, we have this one. It's the exact same one, and it's at the background. And if I give it the exact same coordinates, okay, let's talk about the picture first. The picture within my frame, and I don't really care about the size of the box. I just care about where it is in relationship. So I'm going to go to the minus 0.32 by minus 2.5272. Okay, so that picture within that box is like the same as this one. Okay, so the same as this one. Now if I give it the exact same coordinates, and so if I go, that is 0.375, that's 1. If I do that, 0.375, and that's 1. They are in the exact same spot. And so to be further, if they were the different size, I could have changed like the size of the pictures, that type of thing. Now, if you think about it, they are overlapping each other perfectly. I'm going to send this one to the back, arrange, and send to back. And now I'm going to make the top one slightly smaller so I can click on this one. Now, if I want to, I can do stuff now. I can play around with little tricks that I know in InDesign. For example, I could do, I could go to Effects. Let's go Window and Transparency. Oh, sorry, it's under Effects, Objects, Effects. Yeah, Objects and Effects and Transparency. And I can make that guy semi-transparent, the background semi. So what you're doing is that the image in the foreground, which is a completely different image, is still 100%, but then I've screened this back. Okay, and so how is that useful for me? Okay, well, let's take this. I'm gonna cut those both, and we're gonna go back down here. I'll get these, erase these guys, and paste that in. Going to drag that in to where I think that I might want it, and we're going to just kind of just overlap it a little bit there, and I'm going to send them to the back, arrange, and send to back, because I'm behind pretty much everything except I want to take this box here and that shape and then send that in behind. I could be using layers, send it back. I could be using layers for all this, but I'm not right now. I'm being lazy. Okay, so now let's take a look. Now I'm going to take this background guy. This might be getting a little confusing. I'm going to make that the same size as that red box. And how much space do I have here? Does that go all the way to the top? Yes, it does. So what I just did, and I can screen this back even more. Let's just go to Window and, Object, Effects, Transparency, and I can bring that back even further, or I can even multiply it. Ooh, I like that. Okay, never mind. What is it? So what I've got is I still have this picture. This picture hasn't changed. Okay, but this picture in behind, because I was smart about it, and because I know that the coordinates of this picture here match exactly the coordinates of this picture here, and size and everything, that I aligned one exactly on top of the other. And then it allowed me to mess with the one in behind and have the one on top. This is just like just little more of the advanced tricks that you can do once you start getting your mind wrapped around the program. Okay, just like a little trickery that you can do within the program. Okay, have a good day. One less lesson left, how to hand it in.